Yes, Mom. I love you too. Okay, I have to go. Oh, yeah. Oh, you betcha. Mom. Okay. Bye-bye. See you soon. Take care. Bye, Mother. Bye. Don't we all just love our family members? I know I love my mom. She's one of the people who taught me about feminism and Midwestern phone etiquette that requires at least 3 different farewells before hanging up. I'm Lilac Vanguard, host of the F Word and scholar of feminist studies. Welcome back to part 2 of my conversation with Laura Engelken, director of the University of Vermont's Interfaith Center and storyteller extraordinaire. Why, I couldn't fit all of Laura's brilliance into one interview, so we did 2. You know who else is an amazing storyteller and one I just can't get enough of? Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Her TED Talk on the danger of a single story is superb, as is her talk on why we should all be feminists, as are her novels. I encourage you to Google her if you're not familiar. For now, we return to my conversation with Laura Engelken as we think about storytelling and the importance of role models. Laura, I wonder if you might start us off and tell us a bit about your role model.
My first thought is my grandma Engelken, who turns 102 on June 26th.
My goodness, that is longevity. What's her secret?
She gave birth to 13 children.
Please tell me that's not the secret to a long life. Perhaps it's something else?
What I love about my grandmother is her just deep faith and sense of God's providence and love.
Yes, that does feel connected to a long and fruitful life. Tell me, are you close?
I am the very first grandchild, so of course I'm the most important out of the 30-some that there are, and their great-grandkids around.
And how has she shown her love for you? For example?
Grandma is Roman Catholic. Again, farm family in Kansas, raised 13 kids. So like when I came out as a lesbian, I got a voicemail on my phone from my grandmother that said, "So Laura, God loves you and I love you too."
She sounds like quite a progressive thinker.
The Engelkens are kind of a saucy lot.
Can you share an example?
And I remember once my aunts asking my grandmother, well, if birth control would have been an option, would you have used that? And my grandma said yes. And I was like, because I was a teenager at the time, and I was like, dude, which one of my aunts and uncles would not have been here?
And that's not the answer one might expect from someone who practices Roman Catholicism.
And I asked her about that many years later, and she just was like, God has given us penicillin and surgery and different information and technology and resources that we can use to make life better, and to care for ourselves. And so I was like, yeah, like that my grandmother, it's not in spite of her faith, but because of her faith, engages with new technology and new ideas, and loves people through it all.
Yes, it sounds like love is always the core for her, and that she taught you that. I wonder, might we have one more story of the way she lives her love out loud?
My Uncle Jeff died of HIV and AIDS in the mid-'80s. And when he came home to the farm to die in Kansas, there's a town. Right now, I think there's about 120 people in the town. It's big. It's booming. But I talked to my grandmother, and she said that, no one ever asked about Jeff. Everybody knew he was home, and he was dying, and he was gay, and dying of AIDS. But she cared for him and loved him.
She really does sound like a powerful, magical, loving force.
And just as this quiet force for love and inclusion. So Grandma's my hero.
A worthy hero indeed. Thank you, Grandma.
Oh, thanks, Grandma.
And thank you, Laura, for spending this time with us.
Thanks for chatting.
Yes, thank you for chatting.
Enjoyed our conversation.
As did I, Laura.
Have a good day, Lilac.
Yes, you too, Laura. Okay, bye-bye. There's that Midwestern three-part farewell again. Ah, yes. What a wonderful opportunity to learn about Laura's hero. Quite a woman indeed. A good reminder for us not to make assumptions about a person based on their religious practice. To not lump all folks of any faith into one stereotype, but instead spend time finding out what they love and how they love. And that will teach us so much. I look forward to seeing you in my conservatory again soon. Perhaps you'll share about your heroes. Until then, I'm off to have some dinner. Perhaps a nice meatloaf and 7-layer salad. Yet another Midwest classic. Delicious. Goodbye.
So the Christians and the pagans sat together at the table, finding faith and common ground the best that they were able. Just before the meal was served, hands were held and prayers were said, sending hope for peace on earth to all their gods and goddesses.